You guys married here? Will be? Oh, all right. When you get married? April? Next April? Ooh. Save that date. Good day. I'll tell you right now, you need some accountability in your life, sir. Good luck. It lasts than a year. That's across the line. I'm sorry. Next April. Well, you gotta graduate or something like that? What's happening? You just... I know, but I understand that. Why? Because she got a plan. Yeah, I like that. I respect. Where'd you guys meet? A campground? Hey, baby girl, you want me to help me light this fire? It's inappropriate, sir. Just unzipped her, saying, you need some kindling. Okay, sorry. Did you work there or you went there? You were both at camp? When was this? 6 years, okay, so maybe when you were kids. And you were like, hey, in 5 years, we're gonna get married in a year, okay? That's true romance right there. Good to see y'all. Make some noise. Thank y'all so much for coming out. What a beautiful audience. Good to see y'all. We did it, everybody. Duluth, Georgia. I like this crowd already. I feel like this is a big, like a lot of comedians go to Atlanta. Not me. No, send me to the suburbs, bro. You know, I'm a comedian for the suburbs. That's what, like, I feel this crowd is there's a big HOA, you know, PTA school board type energy, yeah. And that's what I like. That's what, because y'all have a lot to lose, because y'all don't want to lose your status, you know what I'm saying? So y'all do, and that's what's best about comedy, because we can laugh in here. This is a comedy show, we can laugh. You walk out of this door, lock it up, dude. Lock it up, dude. I'm not saying a word. Is that not how it is? Like, have you ever gotten like a meme sent to you, like on Instagram, that has like 40 likes and then it has like 4 million shares? You're like, dude, if I reposted this, I would lose my family and my job. But I gotta send this to some buddies right now, dude. You ever been at a fast food restaurant, they're like, sir, do you care about children? You're like, what? Yeah. Yes, of course. They're like, would you like to donate $1 to help children? You're, nah. Ah, come on, dude, don't nod in front of everybody. Like, do you care about the environment? Yes. Would you like a paper straw? See you in hell. Like, we just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Do you care about equality? Yes. Do you want these WNBA tickets? No. On the inside, though, on the inside, you can't let that out. You got to keep that in. Lock it up, you know? We, like my parents, God bless them, we went to church a couple weeks ago together, and we were driving to a Mexican restaurant. It's a true story. A Mexican restaurant after church, and my mother announces in the car that she will be ordering in Spanish. And I said, do not do that, okay? That's a terrible, why not, John? I want to be immersive in the culture. I was like, well, we're at Chewy's, so. These are white high school dropouts, okay? No. These kids don't speak English or Spanish, okay? Yo quiero. I go, no, mother, no. There's no needs to be coming out of your mouth. It's a cultural experience. We're in between a Psycho Bar and a Panera, okay? There's no. I want to do it, John. Why can I do it? And this is what I told her. I go, okay, Mom. She's like, why can't I order in Spanish? I go, what other ethnic restaurant would that be acceptable for you to do? Here we go, Duluth. All right, yeah. See, y'all got nervous. I know, y'all got nervous. Oh no, yeah, that's how y'all are, and that's what makes y'all great. No, I said, what other ethnic restaurant would that be appropriate to do? You wouldn't walk into a Chinese restaurant, oh, I have the wonton soup. You wouldn't, no, I'm agreeing with you. You wouldn't, oh, I have an egg roll. You would not. And you would never do that. Listen, before you get all offended, white people, okay? How mad would you be if you were sitting at a Cracker Barrel? Some Latino guy sat next to you and go, I reckon I'll get some biscuits and a sweet tea. It's the same, dude. It's the same thing. Like I said, when you leave this place, lock it up. Because nobody wants to get fired, no one wants to lose their jobs. You can't say, no, I mean, funny things like that. And to be fair, the airport, when I go to the airport, that's when I see people the most. I'm in public. And I'll say, before we get going here, that I'm very grateful and honored that any of you in here would ever spend $1 to come out and see me perform. That means the world to me. And thank y'all for coming so much. It's awesome. It's unbelievable. So, in the airport, I try to be very kind to everybody, very friendly. I'll take a photo, shake a hand, whatever. Anybody, John, what's up? So I'm walking through the airport with this kind of energy, and I go through airport security. I walk through the metal detector. The lady sees me. I legit makes eye contact with me and goes, and I hugged her, dude. This small woman, I came all the way in, I go, thank you so much. And I think I picked her up. I think her feet were off the ground. I might have said I loved her, and now I'm on a list. I feel like what y'all have done to me is unfair, okay? Because we all have the same sense of humor. That's why y'all are here. But you can't say any of these things because you got a job, you got a spouse, and and all y'all do all day is you DM things to me, and you go, you were like, John, you do it. I'm like, why do I always have to do it, okay? Got an email, I probably got this email and this article sent to me 1,000 times. There was a church in Ethiopia, in Africa. This is a true story. And there was a guy getting baptized. A guy was getting baptized on the river after church, got baptized, eaten by a crocodile. Are you laughing at that, lady? Get the lights on her. Who's her boss, ladies? That's crazy, dude. I know, it's sad. I can't handle it. I got that email sent to me like one time. I was like, oh, it's so sad. I got that email a second time. I was like, what an unfortunate situation. I got an email the third time, and I was like, no, and listen, okay, I don't have a joke for that, so don't worry. I don't have a joke for something like that. Very serious situation, but if I did, and I don't, but if I did, gun to your head, John, you have to make a joke about this or we will kill you. I'll be like, all right. So the way I grew up, you have to be baptized to go to heaven. You got to complete the baptism to go to heaven, So what if, what if he got up there and he was like, what's up? Is my name on the list? And they were like, hold on, let me check the replay booth. Did he break the plane? Did he? Okay, no. That's a great joke, Duluth, Georgia. I don't care what you say. What do you do for a living, sir?
Play football.
Play football? Do you really? Okay, you used to. Can you just say sales or something? This is live. Okay, so if we're in line at a restaurant or something, you're like, I play football, I'm a comedian, we chat it up, okay? Because everybody has a job here on earth, but in heaven, there's no jobs, okay? And I think to break the ice, and this is just me, this is how my brain works, I think you would ask, how did you die? Wouldn't that be the first question you would want to know from everybody? How'd you die? I was in a hot air balloon accident. What? How did you die? I was getting baptized, I got eaten by a crocodile. That's the wildest story I ever heard. You want to go up to heaven with something fun on your resume. No, because that's crazy, because from like 2020 to 2022, a lot of people died of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, let me say it this way. A lot of people died of a lot of things, and they said it was COVID, but now... That's a wild place to cheer. But I'm saying... I don't feel like you want to go up to heaven like, I died of COVID. It's not a very cool... So you don't want to be up there for eternity. I didn't get the booster. It's not a... No, hold on. I'm not talking about the people who really died of COVID. I'm talking about the people who died of something else and then they said it was, like imagine if you were at a cafe out here and there was a stroller that rolled into the street, a bus was coming, you hopped up, ran over there, boom, 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 jumped in front of the bus, pushed the stroller away, saved a kid's life, you got run over, you had the sniffles, and they were like, he died of COVID. I would be in heaven HR day one. You gotta switch this death certificate, bro. I died a hero. Because you can't lie up there. You don't wanna be like if you're like, I died of COVID, they're gonna make fun of you, okay? Not to your face, they're Christian, behind your back, but I'm saying, no, okay. If you died with like a missionary and you were like a martyr for the faith, in heaven you get extra rewards, correct? So if you died, delivering the gospel to, okay, stop laughing at that joke. If you died a martyr for the faith, you're up there, what's up? And if you were like, I died of COVID, there might be some parties or VIP events that you can't get into, and that's fine, okay? You're just up there behind the velvet rope, and you're like, I wonder what are they doing in there, And you look over, and Fauci's like, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. I'm just kidding. He's not up there. No. I thought about if you died, do you ever think about if you die in an accident? Here's how my brain works. If you die in an accident, do you think when you get to heaven, they tell you what happened? How did it work out? If you die in a plane crash, wouldn't you want to know, was it the engine? Was it the pilot? What? Does that information get up there? Because we got murder mystery podcasts, so we got investigate. We figure it out. I was watching the news the other day. It's a true story. There's a husband and wife asleep in bed, okay? Asleep in bed. There was some violence going on in the neighborhood. The husband caught a stray bullet, died in his sleep. How you gonna be good night, babe, love you. Middle of the night. What? How did I would be like, my wife shot me, dude. No, my wife shot me in my sleep. She can know 30 years later, it was a stray bullet from the neighborhood. Liar! That's how my brain works all the time. And listen, pray for my girlfriend, please, because she got to deal with this all the time. All the time. We were in an airplane the other day. We were going home to see her family. She wears like a sleep mask, okay, to sleep in the airplane. And she's on this like health kick where she wears this mouth tape to like help her breathe out of her nose. And she was sitting next to me on the airplane. She goes, I'm gonna go to sleep. I go, no, you're not, dude. This is a see something, say something situation. I go, babe, we're the poster. We are I got sunglasses and a hoodie on. Why don't you put this rope around your wrist before you go to sleep? You're not going to sleep. Wake up. We're really, dude, because we've been like traveling a bunch because we're like, getting serious, and she's trying to meet my family and I'm trying to meet her family. So we're trying to integrate families, and I'm trying to do you have anyone in your family that before you introduce someone to them, you got to kind of explain them? Listen, if you don't have that person, no, so my Uncle Gary, okay, and we love him, God bless him, but before I introduce her, I gotta explain him. I go, hey, okay, just don't bring up chemtrails or the moon landing or Nancy Pelosi. Just don't bring it up. You'll meet him, we'll have some mashed potatoes, and that'll be the end of it, okay? We were hanging out the other day, and my girlfriend gets a notification, a Facebook message from Uncle Gary. I go, what is this? She goes, we're just chatting. I go, oh, are you really? I would rather you be talking to your ex-boyfriend than my Uncle Gary, who uses dollar signs instead of S's when he types Russia because he doesn't want them to track him, okay? My family's huge, okay? And I got a big family. I'm one of 8 kids, okay? Everybody's married except for me and my brother, so we have a big group text, okay? We have a huge group text, and it's very, it's very diverse group text, right? Everybody's white, but it's it's very like politically and like geography, everybody's very diverse and everybody's trying to get along in there. All of our families like that. We're trying to keep the peace and no one's ever being honest, okay? No one's ever saying the truth, all right? Like a couple weeks ago, my sister had a baby, all right? And then I don't know, that's all right. I don't know why I did that, sorry. My bad. I looked you in the eye for that and that was unnecessary, lady, sorry. Why did I act that out? I don't know. Okay, no, okay. My sister had a baby. Oh, this one. Okay, my sister had a baby, and then she put the baby goes on the chest, and then they take that photo in the group text. You know this photo, right? The mom is still sweating. Okay, clothes barely hanging on. Everybody in the group text, what do they say? We love it. Congratulations. It's beautiful. It's an angel. And I'm looking at this baby like, this baby does not look good, dude. No, why is the skin purple? This baby does not look good. Call the specialist, get somebody in here. Why does this baby look like E.T., okay? No, and no one was saying it. It's a miracle, it's chosen. I go, hold on, his head is literally going up, wah. I go, push it down let it settle. Or I'll put it back up in there for a couple more minutes. Why is this baby looking like this and no one's saying a word? And I was like, dude, I'm a comedian. I was like, I gotta say something. I gotta fire a joke off it. And if you know the family group text, it's moving very quick, okay? It's like, you can't think of a joke an hour later and be like, remember earlier when I was thinking, it's in real time, okay? It's high risk, high reward. I'm looking at this baby, and all my brothers, by the way, who we built tree houses and bike ramps with, I go, I know they're seeing this baby. And I was like, I'm gonna put a joke in here, because my sister, she's asleep, okay, and the baby's lit, the baby's not gonna see it, so it's a win-win, okay? So this baby's head is literally, wah. So me and my brothers, growing up, our favorite movie was this movie called Coneheads. Hold on, I went to Google, screenshotted the movie poster. I was like, I'm gonna put this in the group text. That's funny, bro, I don't care who you are, that's funny, but I was like, all right, okay, and take this with you when you go. There's no such thing as a bad joke, okay? No such thing. Now, there is a such thing as a bad audience. So sometimes you think of a joke to yourself, you're like, you're the audience. That's only you. Never let that joke come out. And I'm thinking through the roster of the family. I got 16 people, and I was like, we need 3 or 4 ha-has, okay? 5. Something like that, just to make sure the joke is. Somebody's gonna say, I can't believe this, So I was like, who in the I need some allies in here, So I was like, who Shohei Ohtani is? Do you know who Shohei Ohtani is? All right, he's Japanese. He's a baseball player. He's one of the best hitters in the league. He was up to bat last year on television. He was up to bat, and one of the announcers goes, how do you pitch to Ohtani? This is a true story. The other announcer goes, be very, very careful. On television. If you're not laughing at that joke, you're part of the problem, okay? That's a great joke. That's a great joke. Bad audience, though. Horrific. You tell that to your buddies in the basement with the door. You don't say that at work. And I'm thinking about this Coneheads joke. Who's gonna like this joke? So I screenshotted it. I had it in the group text. It was ready to go, but I didn't send it yet. I was gonna lower my heart rate, And sure enough, I got up the courage. Whoop, sent it. Not one response, dude. Not one response at all. 17 minutes silent, dude. And before this, it was moving very quickly. When can we meet her? What's her size? We're gonna get gifts for her. Coneheads, nothing. Dude, not a word. 17 minutes later, my brother, the father of that child, texted me directly. He texted me directly and he goes, dude, that's hilarious. I go, put it in the text. Put it in the text. He's like, I can't, my wife would kill me. I was like, they're killing me. I knew y'all thought that was funny, Drew. That happens all the time, dude. Our family is like, it's always like, we got a sister who like is homeschooled. She homeschooled her kids and she lives in Alabama and her husband's a pastor, okay? We got another sister that moved up to New York City, went to art school. So, and if you draw any conclusions from that, that's on you, okay? That's not, I didn't say any of that. Okay, so that's the Alabama sister's on the way down for spring break in February. She puts a photo in the group text and goes, record high temperatures, can't wait. The one sister goes, what about global warming? Oh yeah, baby. And you know, everybody's trying to dance around it. Not me, noted. That same sister over Christmas was trying to fly home and her flight got canceled for like 10 inches of snow, record high, okay? And then she was in the group text going nuts and I was like, dude, you know how you can like scroll back into like text thread and like you kind of like highlight something and then it'll... I had to, dude, I had to. That's how dedicated I am to comedy. You know how long it takes to scroll back? 8 months. In a family group text of 16 people just I was switching arms. I was taking a water break. And I couldn't find it. And I was searching to determine it. Why I couldn't. I was like, where is this text? I'm positive she said that. And I couldn't find it. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should give up. I'm not trying to divide the family. I'm not trying to, I'm working on my mental health. I'm not this guy anymore, And I felt like maybe I should just give up. And I was like, I feel like God told me, he was like, you can do all things. And I was like, let me just give it one more Price is Right. Just. And that text, I promise you, what about global warming? Just, Dude, I just put a question mark on it. What about global warming? Shot it into the group text. 13 out of 16 ha-has, baby! Let's go! She didn't make it to Christmas, but hey, listen. You can't win them all. And everybody's got a family group text like that because everybody's got, the big family group text. And if you're like my family, you got side family group text where you talk bad about other people in your family. We got the big one, we got the Republican one, we got the Democrat one. Dude, we got one, it's everybody except my sister who sells essential oils in a pyramid scheme on Facebook. Dude. It's called non-essential oils, dude. It feels so good, dude. Every time she gets on Facebook, check on your gut health, swipe up for the code. We screenshot it, put it in that group text, add some ha-has, we feel better. And some of the group texts are wild, dude. My Uncle Gary, we got a big one, he fires off in there sometimes, and it is nuts. And listen, he put one of the wildest memes I've ever seen in my entire, and this is, keep in mind, everybody in my family, he put a meme in our family group text that says, it was a picture of Jesus. Jesus was a carpenter, he would have helped build the wall. Whoa! I feel like God and the devil were like, dude, we don't want nothing to do with this. My brother-in-law exited the group chat, he left. I added him back in, bro. I go, dude, I was at your wedding and you said I do to my sister. Anything I can do to help, I'm supporting this. You're not leaving this family, Travis. And that's what, dude, the family, that's why family's the best, because that's the most high, it's the most high risk, high reward place to make jokes, okay? That's the best, okay? And the second best place for jokes, okay? Because you didn't choose your family and you also didn't choose your neighbors, okay? And let me tell you this right now, look me in the eye, you gotta start getting involved in these neighborhood apps. No, the neighborhood apps are wild, dude. I'm on Nextdoor heavy, bro. After the show, I'm not going to TikTok, Instagram. Nextdoor is popping off, dude. And it's so personal. That's what makes it so good. Why do you want to know who Taylor Swift is dating when you can figure out who Vicky from the cul-de-sac blocked on Facebook, dude? It's so good. If you drove through my neighborhood right now, you're like, oh, this is a fun, good neighborhood. If you got on our Nextdoor, you'd be like, this is Grand Theft Auto. Okay, there's this couple named Jim and Debbie, okay? And they have a joint Nextdoor account. So, so Jim and Debbie were on a walk through the neighborhood. This was a couple weeks ago, and there was two girls home from college, and they were laying out, okay? They were laying out, suntanning on the front yard, okay? Jim must have looked over there. And Debbie, instead of handling this privately with her husband, decides to get on Nextdoor. And I cleared my schedule. Okay, yeah. Here we go, baby, yeah. They were just like, everybody was saying all kind of stuff, just jumping in. She was like, some of y'all parents need to do a better job with your daughters so they don't have #daddy issues. I was like, preach, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what side I'm taking. I'm just stirring everybody. Say it louder for the parents in the back, you know. Somebody got on there like, if you wouldn't struggle with lust if you were a Christian. She was like, we are Christian. We go to First Baptist. Somebody else was like, we go to First Baptist. We never seen you in there. Anytime it dies down for a couple days, I just hop back on. Do we ever figure out if Jim and Debbie were Christian? It's fun. Get in there. And now there's like a bunch of inside jokes. Like there was gunshots in the neighborhood. Somebody's like, did somebody hear gunshots? Somebody got on there like, check on Jim. Debbie might have shot him. It's fun. And by the way, you could be either side. You just have to be extreme, okay? You could be on, that's the best for a joke. Don't be a moderate, not in the neighborhood apps. That's not helpful, okay? We need division. I got 2 Nextdoors, dude. I got a Nextdoor burner account. I argue my Nextdoors with each other. And that takes a lot of work. I gotta make a comment, log out, log back in, make a comment, log out, log back in, make a comment. I fight them with each other. I got one that's like it's like a rainbow flag. It's like, love is love. And then the other one is like, Trump is innocent. And I fight them. It's fun. I just get them going, and then I back out and let people take it. You know? What is it I had the other day? Somebody was like, with like the porch pirates, people were like stealing Amazon boxes. So I got on, it's like the love is love. And I was like, if they need our boxes more than us, then they should be entitled to take our boxes with no punishment at all. And then I logged in as Trump. I was like, we need more guns. Ah! They're still fighting in there. They're still fighting. I have to, it's fun, you know what I'm saying? Stir it up. And the holidays, any holiday is great in the neighborhood apps. You got July 4th is unbelievable. Everybody's like, what about the dogs? The dogs. And I've been alive for a long, I never remembered the dogs thing until a couple years ago. The dogs were fine with fireworks my whole life, and then now they're like, they need emotional support too. Or like, what? Somebody said, our dogs, no fireworks because our dogs are scared of loud noises. Somebody logged on 14 seconds later and said, good thing our troops weren't scared of loud noises when they were fighting for your freedom. It's fun. I'll be liking posts, thumbs up, you know what I'm saying, on either side. I just, you know. Somebody posted a meme on July 5th, true story, and said, keep your animals and children quiet. Some of us have been up all night shooting off fireworks, dude. That's funny, dude. That's funny. You gotta get in there. And like Halloween's a classic holiday too, because our HOA, they had a rule. They were like, no decor in your front yard associated with death. You can have like a, wheat stalk or like a pumpkin, but you can't have like a skeleton or like a zombie. That was no decor associated with death. Somebody logged on and was like, well, Vicky needs to dig up those azaleas because they've been dead for 3 months. Somebody's like, what if my skeleton identifies as alive? I was like, all right. Everybody on the internet is like acting like Mother Teresa, dude. Just like on the internet, just like, we stand with Ukraine. I go, you don't even have custody of your kids, dude. What? Who are you talking to? Pick up your kids from soccer practice, then we'll talk about foreign policy, Kevin. We are living on stolen land. I'm like, you're still on your parents' cell phone plan. You're on stolen minutes, Brittany. Who are you talking to? Follow me on my fitness journey. You're on Ozempic, dude. And it's fine. We're all bad on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And I bet we're even divided in this room, okay? How about I'll prove it to you. If you're a Christian person, if you're a religious person, and you do not drink alcohol, make some noise. Look at that, look at that. If you're a religious person, but you do drink alcohol, make some noise. 70-30. And that's great. Even men and women are divided on the topic. Like, men will just get drunk, you know? Men will just get drunk. They're like, I don't know what happened. Men have no shame, you know? I don't know what happened. I got drunk, drove naked through the Wendy's drive-thru. What? Again. Every dude has a story like that that's super embarrassing. He has no shame at all. Women, not women. They're too proud. Women will never admit to being, you know, I had 10 vodka cranberries, and then I don't remember anything that happened after that. I think I'm allergic to cranberries. I had 6 drinks and then I don't remember everything. You passed out on the pontoon boat, okay? Unfortunately, we remember the whole thing. Have you ever seen a woman that, like, whenever she drinks a little bit, she has like an alternate personality with like a different name? And all y'all whispering your drunk name to your friends right now. Catherine went home, but Kiki is here. Kiki is here. Catherine's at home doing Bible study. Kiki's on the bar. Play Morgan Wallen. What? We got this girl in our small group. True story. Whenever she drinks, she becomes more Christian. Because I think she feels guilty about it, so she becomes more Christian to try to overcompensate, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever had one drink and then you try to drive home and you try to be a little bit more, like, follow the rules more? And don't you dare leave me up here alone on this bit, because 70% of y'all 2 minutes ago were like, let's go, and now you're like, we don't know anything about that. We don't know nothing. Look at me. If you ever put on your turn signal in your neighborhood, you're hammered, okay? You're hammered. It's turning into your driveway, putting on your turn signal. Our friend Hannah, whenever she drinks, she becomes more Christian. John, listen. Judge not, John. What? Hannah, it's fine. John, ye without stones cast the first sin. If you're not laughing at that joke, I'm judging you so hard right now, dude. That's one of our main verses, but okay, no, John, listen. Are you leaning on the bar? Where am I supposed to lean? It says not on my own understanding. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. How many fingers am I holding up? I walk by faith, not by sight, John. Now I want to hit you with this. You ever heard this? John, Jesus drank. Okay, what do you have to say about that? Jesus drank. I was like, yeah, but he didn't throw up on a mechanical bull, so. If you grew up like me, if you have any childhood similar to mine, drinking is a very sensitive topic, and there was one other one, very sensitive. If you were ever watching a movie, as a kid, your parents came in, saw what was on the screen, shut the movie off, what scene was on? Sex, look at that. 1,000 people scared to say the word. Sex. 1,000 adults scared to say the word. That's how we grew up. You could watch anything on TV, drugs, violence, murder, suicide, homicide, torture, anything that you could actually go to jail for, no problem at all. One nipple pops out, movie night's over. That's a tricky way to grow up, dude. We had to fast forward the shower scene in Elf growing up. We watched Titanic, true story, as a family. We were homeschooled, we learned about the story. The movie came out, we watched it as a family. I was 10 years old, okay? People are abusing drugs, alcohol, nicotine, people committing suicide, jumping to their death, no problem at all. One, what I deem to be pretty short, tastefully presented art scene. We had a bonfire for VHS tape #1 in the backyard. That's a tricky way to grow up. We watched Braveheart as a family, the goriest, most graphically violent movie I've ever seen in my entire life, okay? There was a scene where one of the women got captured and the bad guy like kissed her and then slit her throat. Remember that scene? We fast forwarded the kissing. Pressed play, watch the beheading. Dude, that is a tricky way to grow up, dude. And any education we had in this area was like from the youth pastor. Like we thought the youth pastor, like looking back, we thought the youth pastor had like a degree or like some training or like at least a background check. And turns out he had none of that. Just an old guy that showed up late to church was like, I'll be with the kids. And all of our parents were like, sounds good, take them camping, dude. It was a very sensitive topic. Like raise your hand real quick, because sometimes people are not Christian, they didn't grow up Christian, and they're at the show and they didn't believe this is actually a thing that really happened. Can anybody just raise your hand if you went to anything like a purity pledge or anything like that? Really? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. Can you just yell out, we're not gonna put you on camera, but just yell out what it is. Can you just explain what it is?
Kiss dating goodbye.
You kiss dating goodbye, yeah. So hold on, relax, okay. Was it like a ceremony, or was it at your church, or what kind of, what? It was at the youth group, okay. And what were you pledging to do?
Safe sex till marriage.
Okay, and do you remember how old were you when you went to this?
Oh, like
12. That is wild, dude. I was about the same age. I was 13 years old. I went to something called True Love Waits. Yeah, confusing because it was followed by an all-night unsupervised lock-in. So. That's tricky, okay? And you, at 12 years old, we all made that like purity pledge, you know what I'm saying? And that's wild, like contract to sign at that age, because that was before puberty. And some of y'all didn't know how hot you were gonna go on to be. Some of you are like, I'm captain of the football team. I threw for 300 yards. I'm gonna have a hard time completing this contract. Somebody else is like, I play flute in the marching band and collect Pokemon cards. That's an easy virginity contract. Y'all didn't think that bit was going in that direction, my bad. But I think it was confusing for us at that age because the youth pastor was telling us things that were very confusing, okay? And the youth pastor, oh, let's go, dude. We gotta keep it in, dude. Keep it in. I think that was the Holy Spirit, dude. I think that was the Holy Spirit. Nah, dude. He was going, you shouldn't do this bit. You shouldn't do this bit. Wow. I thought I was having a seizure, dude. Did y'all see that? Okay, all right. I was like, I think I'm going insane. I think I need to talk to somebody. My youth pastor, he's back there flicking the lights. Turn it off. It was mixed messaging. That's all I'm saying, dude. My buddy Jason got kicked out of youth group for holding hands with his girlfriend. For real, holding hands with his girlfriend, got caught, kicked out of youth group. Meanwhile, the same night in a youth group sanctioned relay race, me and this girl named Jessica Rogers had to pop a balloon in between each other. Bro, I went to third base in the fellowship hall, bro. What was going on in youth group in the 90s? I never been to a strip club, but I've been to First Baptist Stone Mountain, dude. What a time, dude. And listen, and everybody's so like divided now, don't you? Isn't it feel like that? And we got like raise your hand if you started off one denomination of Christian and you are now a different denomination of Christian. Raise your hand. Look at that. Look at that. That's like everybody, isn't that? It's what? Don't look around, sir. Okay. Everybody's there. What denomination did you start, sir? Started Baptist, and then when did you become? Non-denominational. That's most everybody, probably. You know what I'm saying? Who got one different? Started off one denomination, switched to a different one. Raise your hand, but don't, okay. All right, what did you start? Church of Christ. Really? As a woman, what's it like to be this close to the stage? That's a, no. Don't explain it. Don't let him go. That's a great joke. That's for one person. That joke is unbelievable. I got to remember that joke for later. Okay, that's, okay. No, because they're not, okay, all right, that's, never mind. All right, that shouldn't have done that. Okay. You started at Church of Christ, and what'd you become? Non-denominational. Okay, well, yeah, you're moving in the right direction. Anybody else got a different one? Anybody else start? What'd you start?
Church of God.
Church of God. See, you're the only one going to heaven. Is that... What did you start, sir? Which denomination did you start? Catholic. Sorry, I meant Christian. Okay, stop. No. Everybody's got a different, that's great. Everybody's got a different, everybody got one more. We'll do one more. Anybody got to start? What'd you start?
Baptist.
Started out Baptist, what'd you become?
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. You went backwards? Some people are too Christian. I mean, okay. Some people, this lady in our neighborhood named Aunt Phyllis, and she's very, she's not our aunt, but she's like kind of she's like, John, it's spiritual warfare. I was like, I don't think it is, Aunt Phyllis. She's like, John, the devil is attacking me. I go, I don't think he cares that much. I was like, what's going on? She's like, I was driving home, and I'm trying to be on a diet. God told me to be on a diet, take care of my body, and the Krispy Kreme light was just flashing. It's the devil. I go, I don't think. Probably wasn't. She's like, I was like, God is omnipresent. He could be anywhere. The devil has to pick and choose the battles he's trying to fight. And you're saying greed, corporate wars, crime, politics, fraud, natural disasters. And the devil's like, not yet. Nah, I gotta get Aunt Phyllis first. And listen, that's crazy. We're all divided, but we got to stay united, okay? We got this era of Christianity. We got to stay united because when we get up to heaven, I feel like they're not going to like us, you know? The people in heaven are not going to like people from 2024, you know? They're going to be like, we give up our firstborn child for the faith. And we're like, we give up chocolate on Wednesdays, you know? They're like, how'd you become a Christian? Like, a missionary came to my village in the 1500s. What about you? I was watching the Super Bowl and I saw He Gets Us commercial. It's no, it's just like, listen, we all get, that's wild. Nobody from heaven is gonna be up there for He Gets Us commercial. But like the way we grew up is now everything's chill, dude. Isn't everything chill? Like, we had so many rules, and now I feel like there's not too many rules anymore, which is wild because everybody's switching up, changing teams. You were a lot of things, you know? But we grew up very strict, but the God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. But I feel like, you know, according to, you know, a lot of people, God's been chilling out. I'll prove it to you. Make some noise if you were not allowed to celebrate Halloween. Make some noise. And that's crazy. I grew up the same. You better have your head on that pillow before the sun goes down, or the devil is getting a foothold in your life. The devil's getting in there, which is a tricky theology to believe, okay? Because we believe in a God that can raise dead people from the ground and heal the sick, but a 6-year-old girl wears an Elsa dress, and God's like, nothing I can do. He's like, Chloe's for the streets now. I had a plan for her life, but I saw that Elsa dress, and I was like, let her go, and that's it. Okay, last Halloween, I had the weekend off. I went home. I was like, let me see what's going on in Railroad Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Let me just pop on into my parents' house. I walk into the house. My mother, my Christian rapture mother, has my nephew by the hand in a Freddy Krueger mask. She goes, John, chill out. It's just a little bit of candy. Excuse? Me? I will burn this house to the ground. Just a little bit of candy. What happened, dude? We didn't even own a TV growing up. We didn't even own a TV. We were homeschooled prisoners of war. Dude, we found out about 9/11 on 10/11, dude. That's how long it took to get to Lilburn, Georgia, dude. We were sheltered, bro. We rented a television, it's a true story, in 1995 when the Atlanta Braves were in the World Series. Rented a TV. True story. And when the game was not on, we put a black trash bag over the television. That's how we grew up. And do you think my parents have a TV now? Oh, sure. DirecTV, actually. A lot of movies, yeah. Just all kind of R-rated movies. My parents are just in there chuckling. I go, Mom, what's going on? She goes, oh, chill out, John. It's just a little bit of language. Oh, well. Remember that one time when I called my brother a butthead? And you washed my mouth out with soap? I still have PTSD whenever I smell Irish Spring. Everything's chill now, dude. Everything's chill. According to the Bible, God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. But according to my parents, God has been chilling out a lot. Last time I went home, my youngest sister, still lives at home during the holidays and during breaks and stuff like that. I went home because I did a show. I stayed at my parents' house. I got home a little bit late. My sister was in the basement watching a movie with her boyfriend with the door locked. I was like, what's going on in here? My mom from the other room goes, John, chill out, give him some privacy. Excuse me? What happened, dude? We had to watch Kirk Cameron movies on separate couches. What happened? Dude, my mom and my sister went to get a tattoo together. If I would have come home from high school with a tattoo, my father would amputate that part of my body with a shovel, dude. My sister still lives at home, has a vape pen at the house. She has a vape pen, and sometimes she puts CBD in there. And I was like, this is why. I go, Mom, what's going on with the vape pen? She goes, John, chill out. Chill out, John. She has anxiety. Oh, really? That's weird, because I wasn't allowed to smoke a candy cigarette. We're all like that, are we not? We're all like that. We're all trying our best to make it, we're all trying our best. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a man. I'm scared for the rapture, I'm not gonna make it. I don't know if the end times, who knows? I don't even know if I'll survive doomsday. I mean, I got no skills at all. And my girlfriend thinks I'm gonna help her. I'm a man. She looks to me. She's like, her house is broken or something. She's like, John, can you fix it? I'm like, doesn't your dad do this? She brought me her car the other day. She had a light. There was a light on in the dash in the car, and it was a tire with a lightning bolt in the dash. A tire with a lightning bolt. She's like, John, what is it? I was like, I don't think that tire's getting electricity, right? I'll take a look. I think it's totaled, though. Oh, I got no skills, dude. I got no skills. I'm not a man. And that's why I hope I don't. That's why when I get to, did any of your parents ever tell you that when you go to heaven, you're going to meet some of the Bible characters? That's terrifying. What are we going to say to them? I know nothing. What am I going to say to Noah? He's like, dude, I built an ark with my bare hands. It took me 100 years. I was like, I get ticklish during a pedicure, did I? Fiery furnace? That's crazy, fellas, because I was in an Uber one time with no AC, and I get it. What am I gonna say to Samson? He's like, dude, I killed a lion with my bare hands. I ripped a lion's arms off with my bare hands. I was like, I'm allergic to bread, dude. We don't know nothing. And my neighbor, dude, he's like a big, military guy. He's like, dude, he goes, are you prepped? I go, I don't know. For what? He's like, the grid. What if the grid goes down? I go, where is it? I don't. He's like, we're gonna run out of supplies. I go, I had all the supplies today, and I barely made it, dude. He's always saying wild, the preppers are always saying wild stuff. He's like, dude, gold bars, you need to collect them, gold bars. I go, for what? He's like, we're gonna melt them down. Melt them down? Me and you, Jared, are gonna melt gold bars? I burnt a Hot Pocket this afternoon. What are we doing with melting gold bar? What are we, an Oregon Trail now? He's always coming, every time you see him, they come with something new. Dude, fur, we need to collect it, fur. I was like, what are we gonna do with the fur? Trade it. I go, we're gonna trade fur? For what, apple bottom jeans? What are we? I have no idea. And we're all, dude, everybody, we're all in this together. And men, dude, men have no skills. I got no skills. I think women, by the way, women are the smartest by far. Women are in charge, yeah. I feel like my girlfriend is trying to trick me, okay? A lot of times she'd be trying to trick me because she came in the other day on Instagram and she goes, John, do you think this girl's hot? Do you think this girl is hot? And I was like, no. And she goes, well, people think we look similar, and now I'm depressed. I was like, you can't win, dude. You can't win. I know you can't win. And now with the algorithms, now they're just like, it used to be just who you followed. That was all you saw on your feed. And now they're tricky. They're just lobbing stuff over to you. My buddy from our church came to church the other day, very confident. He goes, I'm getting off TikTok, bro. I'm getting off TikTok. And we were like, what for? He goes, all it is a bunch of gay boys on there. I was like, I think it's an algorithm, bro. I think it's I don't have any on mine, dude. I don't have any. They just lob stuff over to you, do they not? They just, what about this? And you're like, I don't know how this got, I was watching TikTok the other day and I got a Shakira video that popped up. Just popped up. I'm just scrolling TikTok. Like, my girlfriend's like, is that Shakira? I go, I don't know why she got here. I don't know how she's here. And I'm racking my brain to think about why. I was like, I haven't thought about Shakira since high school. I don't know why they decided to send her. I was like, I tell you what, I ordered some Colombian coffee the other day, and she's from there, so they could have been that. Remember when I got injured working out, and I Googled hip, and it was like, don't lie, and then I thanked them. I go, oh, I think I know what it is. I had my phone on the table the other day when me and my parents were at a Mexican restaurant. My mom was like, yo quiero, and I think I heard that. You guys have been great. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for Luke, Georgia. I love y'all.
From. You guys have normal thoughts. I wish I was like you guys. Do you guys go to church or no? What church you go to? Don't look at her. Yes, what church? This is, don't look at her. Don't look at her to bail you out of this one. Don't try to be like, oh, what church? Yeah, I know it's been a while since you've been. You forgot what church you went to? You were pretty proud of it when I asked you. Yes, of course. We all do. What's your... just say First Baptist or something. Just make something up.
Wow. It's confusing as a kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, my sister had a... what's it called? You know what a purity ring is? Yeah. Who cheers for that? Yeah. Who cheered? Who was that cheered? Can you explain what a purity ring is?
You get it from your parents usually, and you wear it, and you promise yourself to stay pure until you get married.
There you go. Pure means that you should just be a virgin until you get married, right? It's like the number one priority for all religious people, which is good. It means well, but then if you don't, it's like you got to keep it a secret. You guys are Mormon, you get it. Okay, come on. We're all the same in that way. We're all the same. We're like, we pretend to be good, but if we do bad stuff, just keep it down, you know? That's not really a joke, but everybody laughs for some reason. They're like, we get it. Yep, okay. My sister had a purity ring, right? And she got one when she was like 12 from my dad or something like that. And she called me recently, a couple years ago, and she said she lost it. So she lost a purity ring. But, what? How, what? What do you say? You can't ask questions, you weirdo. Excuse me, stop the show. What? There's 200 people in here. You're like, I need more information before we continue. What on earth? Look at her husband like, babe, shut up.
She asks you questions like that all the time. You're trying to watch a movie like, babe, I don't know. He's probably gonna get to it, which I was in the next sentence, literally the next sentence. Pause the show. He said, how old? How old? Whoa. You can't do that at a comedy show, but all right. My sister, she was probably 25. Does that help? Yeah. Also, what if the age is not what you thought it was? Is this going to be a different joke? What are you trying to ask by saying how old? Now you're like, no, I regret asking that. What? Was this your husband here? No, him. You're sitting next to your husband, lady? This is not your husband? Who is he? Boyfriend? Okay. Where'd you go? No, we can just get it. Where'd you guys meet? Don't look at him like you don't know who he is. This your first date? It's not your first date. Yeah. What?
We just spent tonight on Tinder.
Okay, sir. I'll handle the joke, sir. All right, I got it. And is this a surprise to you that she asked this question, or this? Yeah, it's. This checks out. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, you know, we'll move on from this. Now, did you have a purity ring or no? He starts laughing. This guy hasn't laughed the entire show. Joe, to a purity ring? No, dude, no. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk about this on the way home. Yeah. You're just dating casually. It's just a casual date. Okay, and who knew about me? Did he ask you, or did you? He's married. Do you know this guy? No, it's fine. Who is this lady? Do you know this lady? This is getting out of hand. Stay. All right, we're moving on. Anyway, I don't want to be in court later for something. I'm not telling that joke. Anyway, she had a purity ring, but she called me and said she lost it. But this is hard to explain. I never told this joke before. She just like misplaced the ring. Like she didn't lose. Does that make sense? Like she's still qualified for it. She just like lost it. Yeah, but because it meant a lot to her. It's like a lot of sentimental value because she got it when she was 12. So, and then she was 25. So that's everybody good on the chronology here. It's 13 years that she had the purity ring. So she was calling me and she was bummed out that she lost it. And I was like, what happened? I didn't figure out to the end of the conversation that she just misplaced it. So it was a confusing conversation. So I was like, what happened? She was like, I don't know, we were at the beach. I was like, okay, so I don't need to know that. She's like, I think I lost it on a jet ski. And I was like, too much information.
I got a big family. I'm one of 8 kids, okay? Everybody's married except for me and my brother, so we have a big group text, okay? We have a huge group text, and it's very, it's very diverse group text, right? Everybody's white, but it's, it's very like politically and like geography, everybody's very diverse and everybody's trying to get along in there. All of our families like that. We're trying to keep the peace and no one's ever being honest, okay? No one's ever saying the truth, all right? Like a couple weeks ago, my sister had a baby, all right? And then I don't know, that's all right. I don't know why I did that, sorry. My bad. I looked you in the eye for that and that was unnecessary, lady, sorry. Why did I act that out? I don't know. Okay, no, okay. My sister had a baby. Oh, this one. Okay, my sister had a baby, and then she put the baby goes on the chest, and then they take that photo in the group text. You know this photo, right? The mom is still sweating. Okay, clothes barely hanging on. Everybody in the group text, what do they say? We love it. Congratulations. It's beautiful. It's an angel. And I'm looking at this baby like, this baby does not look good, dude. No, why is the skin purple? This baby does not look good. Call the specialist, get somebody in here. Why does this baby look like E.T., okay? No, and no one was saying it. It's a miracle, it's chosen. I go, hold on, his head is literally going up, wah. I go, push it down for like, let it settle. Or I don't put it back up in there for a couple more minutes. Why is this baby looking like this and no one's saying a word? And I was like, dude, I'm a comedian. I was like, I gotta say something. I gotta fire a joke off it. And if you know the family group text, it's moving very quick, okay? It's like, you can't think of a joke an hour later and be like, remember earlier when I was thinking, it's in real time, okay? It's high risk, high reward. I'm looking at this baby, and all my brothers, by the way, who we like built tree houses and bike ramps with, I go, I know they're seeing this baby. And I was like, I'm gonna put a joke in here, because my sister, she's asleep, okay, and the baby's lit. The baby's not gonna see it, so it's a win-win, okay? So this baby's head is literally womp. So me and my brothers growing up, our favorite movie was this movie called Coneheads. Hold on, I went to Google, screenshotted the movie poster. I was like, I'm gonna put this in the group text. That's funny, bro. I don't care who you are. That's funny. But I was like, all right, okay. And take this with you when you go. There's no such thing as a bad joke, okay? No such thing. Now, there is a such thing as a bad audience. So sometimes you think of a joke to yourself, you're like, you're the audience. That's only you. Never let that joke come out. And I'm thinking through the roster of the family. I got 16 people, and I was like, we need 3 or 4 ha-has, okay? 5, something like that. Just to make sure the joke is, it feels somebody's gonna say, I can't believe this, So I was like, who in the I need some allies in here, So I was like, who Shohei Ohtani is? Do you know who Shohei Ohtani is? All right, he's Japanese, he's a baseball player. He's one of the best hitters in the league. He was up to bat last year on television. He was up to bat, and one of the announcers goes, how do you pitch to Ohtani? This is a true story. The other announcer goes, be very, very careful. On television. If you're not laughing at that joke, you're part of the problem, okay? That's a great joke. That's a great joke. Bad audience, though. Horrific. You tell that to your buddies in the basement with the door. You don't say that at work. And I'm thinking about this Coneheads joke. Who's gonna like this joke? So I screenshotted it. I had it in the group text. It was ready to go, but I didn't send it yet. I was gonna lower my heart rate, And sure enough, I got up the courage. Whoop, sent it. Not one response, dude. Not one response at all. 17 minutes silent, dude. And before this, it was moving very quickly. When can we meet her? What's her size? We're gonna get gifts for her. Coneheads, nothing. Dude, not a word. 17 minutes later, my brother, the father of that child, texted me directly. He texted me directly and he goes, dude, that's hilarious. I go, put it in the text. Put it in the text. He's like, I can't, my wife would kill me. I was like, they're killing me.
What are you guys doing? I'm just happy to be out here on the road because I got... Now you just get it that day? Explaining it to the... Here's what happened to me, guys. I had to write my rent check the first of the month, wrote the check, give it to my roommate. He goes, dude, what is this, bro? I was like, it's the rent check. He goes, everybody knows this. When you write a check, you gotta write it all the way to the end of the line so no one writes in any extra money. I was like, dude, who's gonna cash a check for $587 and $1 million? Can I get this one cash? No. It used to be cash was a sign of wealth and prosperity, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just a sign of a poor credit score. You got a bunch of cash on you, either like a drug dealer, bankrupt, or you're from Gastonia or something. There's no need. One guy booed that joke. You're outnumbered here tonight, sir. I was like, I can tell that joke downtown. The bus probably didn't come this far, so. Nah, you know what I'm saying? No one's even using cash anymore. No one using cash anymore. No one using checks anymore. I'm just saying it's 2013. It's time we take the president's faces off the currency. Think about it, you guys. George Washington was a committed, married, Christian man. If he had any idea how we were spending $1 bills these days, he'd be ticked. I'm just saying, update the system a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Take Abe Lincoln off the $5 bill and just put Jared from Subway on the front of that thing. Yeah. Update the system. I figured while I was thinking about it, we could probably put Barack Obama's face on all the change. Okay? No. Hey. I should have probably Googled how Charlotte feels about things before I said that joke. Nah, I did not like, that's just a clever play on words, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to be the face of change. We can get that done. Okay, see ya. Nah, I like liberal or conservative, it doesn't matter to me. Does anyone have this friend that no matter what bad happens in their life, they just find a way to blame Barack Obama for it? You know that guy? What is this, man, a parking ticket? You know what that is? Barack Obama trying to tax the middle class. I'm like, dude, you're parked backwards in a fire lane right now. Plus, what do you know about the middle class? You work at Quiznos, bro. I don't think so. My buddy, we were driving the other day, he dropped a phone call. He's like, dude, there's no cell phone service out here, man. You know what that is? It's Barack Obama trying to take away our freedom of speech. I was like, nah, dude, you gotta